Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here, and so, as you guys know, I'm sure, the group stage of MSI just finished up yesterday. It was an absolute banger of a group stage. It was honestly some close action, a lot of fun games. I know some people were talking about how it was kind of boring, how maybe this kind of group format wasn't really that exciting to watch and all that stuff, and I totally get it. But overall, I thought it was pretty solid, and now we're really getting to the good part. As you guys can see up on the screen, we have the 6 teams that have qualified for the Rumble stage. This is obviously RNG, Mad Lions, Pentanet, Cloud9, Damwon Gaming, and PSG Talon, who are going to be playing a double round robin, each team playing every other team twice to decide who the top 4 teams are, and then setting up our eventually best of 5 knockout stage. And it should be a ton of fun. I know I did a preseason tournament power rankings. Those seem to go pretty well. That video really popped off, so I decided to do a Rumble stage power rankings as well. Now that we've seen all these teams compete in groups, what am I thinking about all these teams? We can kind of review what happened in the group stage, look ahead to the Rumble stage, and I'll be giving my thoughts and opinions on all these teams and ranking them from 6 to 1. But before we get into that, I just want to mention real quick, if you guys have not already, please take a second and smash that like button. I would appreciate it so much. Really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. We had a ton of likes on the last power ranking. That video got like 19,000 views, so let's run it up again. Let's go crazy. Definitely leave a comment down below letting me know how you rank these teams from 6 to 1. I'd love to hear who you guys are thinking is the weakest, the strongest, who's going to make it out. And don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. With that being said, let's get right into this. So, at number 6, I'm pretty sure, this is going to be pretty unanimous. I'm going to be going with Pentanet Gaming. This is the LCO representative. The one team out of these 6 that most people did not expect to even make the Rumble stages. I'm pretty sure most people were thinking it was going to be Unicorns of Love, but Osh came to play. They went 2-6 in the group stage, which was obviously not very convincing. They got really stomped by RNG all 4 games. I don't really recall any of those games being all that close, but they did split the games with the Unicorns of Love and then eventually beat them in the tiebreaker to actually qualify for the Rumble stage. They had a really weird group of just 3 teams, so it was just them playing Unicorns of Love over and over again. So really, all that they showed by making it to the Rumble stage is that they were better, during this tournament than the Unicorns of Love. They were pretty close to the Unicorns of Love. They beat them 3-2 in 5 games, and a lot of those games were pretty back and forth. But I think if Unicorns of Love qualified, I'd also have them at 6. So Pentanet definitely has been a very exciting, fun team to watch. I love the mentality and the attitude of a lot of their players. They're coming in as the underdog, so if they win, that's great. They're awesome. They're so excited. They're happy. But even if they don't win, that's awesome too. They're having a great time. They're getting to play a game they love. They're getting to make some money. They're getting a vacation to Iceland. They're playing fast, fun, exciting. They're not afraid to scrap it out with these bigger teams. They know they're overmatched, but they're not so intimidated that they can't play loose and free. So that's at least cool. I think that's exciting. An awesome performance from Osh to make it this far in the tournament. But now, playing against the best of the best, we saw how they looked against RNG. It wasn't great, and I don't expect it to be great in the Rumble stage. Honestly, they are, I believe, by far the weakest team out of these 6. I don't even know if they're going to be able to win a game. They're going to play 10 games. You're playing every team twice. So in 10 best of ones, anything could happen, but 2 more games against RNG, that's not sounding great. 2 games against Damwon, Cloud9, and Mad Lions, both looking good. PSG Talon's looking a little shaky, but they beat and handled pretty convincingly the teams, weaker than them and lower than them in their group stage. So Pentanet's definitely fighting an uphill battle. Awesome, fun performance from them so far. Disappointing performance from Unicorns of Love. Pentanet's here, but I got him at number 6. Next up at number 5, I have PSG Talon. Now, coming into the tournament, this is a team that people were very excited for, and headed into the Rumble stage, people can still be excited about them. But the group stage was not that impressive for me. Obviously, they went 0-2 against Mad Lions, and Mad Lions looked good in the first week, but Mad Lions looked a little shakier in the second week, but then still to just kind of stomp on PSG Talon again. I'm just not feeling it as much. I'm not sure if it's kind of the synergy between, bringing in a new player last second with Doggo, if they're really missing Unified that much, or maybe this team's just not as strong as people thought coming into this tournament. And that's another thing that I was kind of saying anyway, because yes, PCS, LMS, whatever you want to call it, historically they've been a pretty solid region, and historically they've been the 5th best region in the world. But people meme on North America all the time, and people talk crap about NA and everything. NA has had better performances historically than the PCS, the LMS. So I expect them to be the 5th best team, and for them after the group stage, in my opinion, to still be looking like the 5th best team, I don't think that's a disappointment. I just think maybe PSG Talon was a tiny bit overrated. Yes, they went 17-1 in the regular season. Yes, they dominated through the playoffs. And even in the group stage here, they played really, really well against Pain Gaming, against Istanbul. They beat the teams that they were supposed to, but they didn't take a game off Mad Lions, and I don't think Mad Lions looked particularly dominant. So now they're going to be playing against RNG. Damn one. I think it's going to be rough. I think PSG Talon is significantly worse than the next 4 teams. I think there's a big gap between 5th and 6th, and then I think there's another big gap between the top 4. I think the top 4 are really going to set themselves apart in this Rumble stage, and I think PSG Talon is going to be fighting an uphill battle. They are significantly more talented than Pentanet, so I think they have more of a chance to steal a game off of Cloud9, a Mad Lions, a Damwon. I would not be shocked if they do win a game here or there, but I don't think they're going to be consistently winning games against these top 4 teams. I do have them pretty solidly in this 5th position. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about PSG Talon. They're a ton of fun to watch. They have some big name guys. Maple, obviously, crazy to see. But, I would have liked them to look a little bit better against Mad Lions, or maybe even take at least one game off Mad Lions, especially in that week 2 where Mad Lions almost, dropped 2 games almost, and then just kind of still looked pretty solid against PSG Talon. So, I don't know. I think they are definitely still 5th. Now, here's where things are going to start to get a little bit crazy. I know people are going to be upset. At number 4, I'm going with Mad Lions. I know there's going to be a lot of debate between Cloud9 and Mad Lions and what exactly is going on. And I think they are very, very close. If you have Cloud9 4, Mad Lions 3, if you even wanted to maybe swap around Damwon with them a little bit, I wouldn't think you're too crazy. But to me, I don't think we saw enough in this group stage from either Cloud9 or Mad Lions to really know who's better. But Mad Lions had a much easier group. Like Istanbul Wildcats, they did not end up looking really good. Pain Gaming, I also was not that impressed with. And I do believe that PSG Talon was a little bit overrated as well. And Mad Lions still went 5-1. They did still drop a game, and they almost dropped 2 or 3 games. They looked really shaky even in some of their wins. And yeah, people will say, oh, they're just, playing a crazy style. They're playing aggressive. But honestly, I think there's a little bit of an experience issue. There's also a big consistency issue with Mad Lions. This is dating back to last season. This is dating back even to the regular season of LEC this year, where they weren't consistently dominant or anything like that. Mad Lions, very, very talented. Kaiser, Humanoid, Arma, these guys are insane. Elyoya's been a beast. Karji's having a pretty good tournament. These guys are all very, very skilled individual players. But at the top on these 4 teams, everyone has skilled individual players at every position. There's no clear slouches. Maybe people said coming into the tournament that Fudge was going to be a slouch here. Fudge is holding his own. He's playing as good as anyone else here. So these top 4 teams, there's not much to differentiate a lot of these teams. But Mad Lions, yes, they went 5-1 and Cloud9 went 4-2, but I think Cloud9's 4-2, stealing a game off Damwon is much more impressive than Mad Lions 5-1. Because yes, they both lost to a team they probably shouldn't have. Cloud9's lost to Detonation Focus Me, and Mad Lions having a loss in the group stage as well. But to me, the win against Damwon is a big, big thing for Cloud9, and Mad Lions didn't have, a Korean or a Chinese team or whatever in their group, and still looked a little bit shakier in what I consider really a much easier group. Now, does that mean that Mad Lions is going to, continue to struggle or continue to be inconsistent? No, and yeah, they could come out and maybe they're totally capable of beating a Damwon in an RNG, and maybe they're going to dominate Cloud9, but what I've seen so far is that, especially in the second week, with Cloud9 going 3-0 and having a big win over Damwon, and Mad Lions going 2-1, not having to play a Damwon or an RNG, that's a little bit concerning me. I think Cloud9 figured some things out. I think they're coming in hot, and I just think they're a little bit better than Mad Lions at the moment. But I think, like I said, I think the gap between 5th and the rest is very, very big. I think Mad Lions is a solid team. I don't have a lot of bad things to say about them, but I wasn't super convinced with their performance, and I think Cloud9, especially in the second week, looked way, way stronger. And again, even just matching up these teams, I know I was tweeting about this, and we were talking about this a lot, and people are getting really hyped up and excited for North America right now. Coming off, they had their backs up against the wall. They were 1-2. People were predicting Cloud9 did not make it out. I put up a poll of if you guys thought Cloud9 was going to get out of groups. Had 5,000 votes. That's a huge poll for me. 60% of people picked Cloud9 to not even make it out. So to go from where Cloud9 was after week 1 to where they are after week 2, going 3-0, looking so impressive. One of the only teams to go undefeated in the second week. I think they're riding a ton of momentum. Fudge looked great. Perkz popped off when he needed to. Pulls out the Yone in a huge game like that and absolutely dominates. That's crazy. Blabber had such a different look from the first round robin to the second round robin. If he's going to be playing like that, he's a beast. And Vulcan might have been the best player on the team. You know, Sven is doing a really good job as well. Honestly, I just have a lot of great things to say about Cloud9. Now, could they, they're going to have more matchups with Damwon. They're going to get to play RNG. How's that all going to play out? I don't know. But if the Cloud9 we saw in the second round robin continues to show up, I could absolutely see them taking games off Damwon, taking games off RNG, being consistently better than Mad Lions. But now if the first round robin Cloud9 shows up, they're going to get 2-0'd by Mad Lions. They're going to get 2-0'd by Damwon and RNG, and they might not even make it out of the Rumble stage. But I think the more recent performance holds a little bit more weight. Maybe they're finding out the meta. Maybe they're finding out their playstyle. Maybe they're getting more comfortable. And they're coming in with just so much confidence that's why I have Cloud9 a little bit over Mad Lions right now. Also, Cloud9 win over Detonation Focus Me, very convincing. Detonation Focus Me gave Damwon close games. I just thought overall their group's performance, even with the worst record, was more impressive to me than Mad Lions was. Mad Lions had a great first round robin. That second round robin was very, very shaky. Now, getting into the top two, this is where we're going to have a lot of differences in opinion again. And just judging off the group stage, it's hard to tell the difference between these two teams. But I'm going to be going with Damwon Gaming Kia, or Damwon Kia, whatever you call them, at number 2. They had a harder group than RNG, for sure. They were the only group with 2 major regions in it, getting NA. They had to play Cloud9. They had a decently close game against Cloud9 the first time, but Damwon pulled it out. Second game, another really, really close game, but they lost. They go 5-1. That's the only game they lose, but they also played some close games with Detonation Focus Me, who, they didn't make it out of groups. They're not necessarily a powerhouse team. They're not on the level of a Mad Lions or a Cloud9 or an RNG. And, they're playing with like a substitute support and all this, just the craziness. Damwon does not look unbeatable anymore. Detonation Focus Me decided to play through top lane and try and shut Khan down, and that worked until it didn't. It almost worked. It almost got him some wins. And Cloud9 really just matched Damwon 5 for 5. This is not necessarily, maybe it will be, maybe they're still growing throughout the tournament, but so far, we're not seeing the Damwon from last year's Worlds. We're not seeing this crazy, unstoppable juggernaut Damwon. They're beatable. They are definitely beatable. Now, obviously, Korean teams are known to develop really, really well over the course of a tournament. They're known to really kind of pick up the meta, start getting more crazy, more creative, and their drafts are going to be really good. We'll see how it goes. Usually, Korean teams rise up to the level of their competition, but again, Damwon looked a little bit shaky. I still think they are very, very good team. Very great. They looked awesome, but they're definitely beatable. They definitely have some weaknesses. They have some things that can exploit. And at number 1, I have RNG. This is really, really hard for me because RNG had by far the weakest group. They only had 3 teams. They had Unicorns of Love and they had Pentanet. Maybe if Gigabyte Marines was here, we'd know a little bit more about RNG. Maybe they'd be able to push them to their limits a little bit more. Maybe they'd get to put them to the test a little bit. But what we saw from RNG was an 8-0 group stage. Pretty much 8 stomps. Now, how impressive is that? I don't know exactly. I mean, it's at least pretty impressive to play that consistently, that dominantly, to play that well. But also, Unicorns of Love, not seen as that strong of a team. Pentanet, not seen as that strong of a team. And the fact that we only get to see RNG play against those 2 teams that they were clearly significantly better than over and over again, yes, we didn't really see many weaknesses from them. Yes, we didn't see many ways to exploit RNG or anything like that. But also, they didn't really play against the caliber of players that are going to be able to push them to their limits and everything, so it's really, really hard to judge. But just based off the group stage, where Damwon Gaming did show some weaknesses, did show some signs of being beatable, and RNG really didn't, I think it's tough to say right now that you would clearly favor Damwon Gaming over RNG. Now, Rumble stage, we're going to find out. All of these teams, there's nowhere to hide. These teams are going to be playing against each other. If you think Mad Lions is better than Cloud9 or Cloud9 is better than Mad Lions, they're going to play each other. We're going to find out. If you think Damwon is better than RNG or RNG is better than Damwon, they're going to play each other. We're going to find out. So no matter what you're thinking, all of our questions are going to be answered, and I think that is going to be so, so exciting and so fun to watch. But this is it, ladies and gentlemen. These are my MSI 2021 Rumble Stage Power Rankings. My thoughts and opinions on all 6 teams head into the Rumble Stage, which I believe we're just 2 days away from. That's crazy. Cloud9 has like a 2-day turnaround. It's going to be insane. It's going to be madness. But I'm so, so excited. I hope you guys are as well. Definitely drop a like on this video if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so, so much. Really does help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Leave a comment down below. What do you think I got right? What do you think I got wrong? What does your guys' power rankings look like? I would appreciate it so, so much. Subscribe to stay up to date on my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.